This is the first GAMSA Award, the Great American Main Street Award, that was given in Mississippi. It was given to Columbus, and it's been a long time coming. It's been something that a lot of people have worked so hard to make happen. And it is so exciting because, you know, we've seen the 3 generations working on this, and it's so exciting to see this younger generation take over and continue to move everything forward. We're so excited. The Great American Main Street Award is put out by the National Main Street Center. The National Trust is where the Main Street Center is housed. And it is an award for historic preservation. And really it talks about a catalyst of how downtowns actually do the 4-point approach, which is promotion, design, organization, and economic restructuring. And so you have to meet the criteria that is set up for that award, making sure that you are actually functioning under those 4 points. And Columbus is stellar in that area in the state of Mississippi. In fact, when people want to redo their downtown, guess what? They come to Columbus. They come to see what we're doing here. As we well told you before, Chris talked about Jackson Partners coming here and having seeing, and Ben Allen, who is the director, the only thing he could say the whole time we were showing him the downtown is, look at this, look at all these people. There are people walking, there are people everywhere. And that's what, this is the heart. And when you work on that heart, all your arteries become better also. And there's lots of plans for other areas of Columbus to be redeveloped because of what downtown has done. And so that award, we showed that in the award. And I think what really sets us apart is our work plans and our ability with our partnerships. Because I can assure you that when I was there, I didn't do it by myself. It takes an entire community to make this happen. And passionate people get things done, and that's what happened. People really wanted to see it work. And we knew the model would work because it's nationally works all over the nation. So we knew nationally it was very successful. But we've proven in Mississippi it can work. And you can take a town that was mediocre and make it into something, make it into that shining star that we've made it into.
Tell me about when you first got here, or when you first got involved with Main Street. What was Columbus like?
When I was at the Mississippi University for Women, you know, we came to Fred's. That was the place to go. And that was really all I really remember, other than Eggers, and they also had Roofs. And so those were the places that, as a W girl, we went and shopped. And if you can go anywhere in the state, and if there was a W of someone who graduated from the W, the things they remember are Eggers, Roofs. They don't remember Fred's, but we do, because Fred's came in the early 70s. But it was so exciting. As I got married here, met my husband here, and started to volunteer for this great organization under Jennifer Hall's regime, and then under Nell Thomas's. And so I was able to volunteer and to do the first apartment tours. And that was so much fun because we did that at Christmas time, and people would come and visit all the apartments because it was such a novel thing in Columbus and in Mississippi. There were none in Mississippi before we started doing it. And so that was exciting. And then I became a board member, and then after that I became the manager. Was there for about 7 years. And we really had already really turned the corner, but once I was there, we started doing projects that were huge, like the Riverwalk project. And that was the biggest project under those 7 years. It took us 6 years to build the Riverwalk and to actually gain all the funding and make it happen. And you know, I can remember people, the naysayers, you know, you always have those saying, oh, people are going to get raped and pillaged down there. They're going to be bums sleeping under the, you know, under the old bridge, blah, 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 blah. Not one thing has happened down there. It has just been this fabulous place for the entire community to use. And everybody, all walks of life are down there. Just recently went down there. It was nice and cool and beautiful, and the flowers were blooming. There were people everywhere. There was not a place to park your car.
I grew up in Columbus.
Oh, okay.
Born and raised here. I actually grew up on 3rd Avenue South, which is 3 blocks away from the heart of downtown. Pretty typical story. I always tell people that I grew up in Mayberry. That's the way I always relate to Columbus. When I lived out of Columbus for 10 years after I graduated from Mississippi State University. And I lived in South Florida, lived in Michigan. So I got to experience totally different lifestyle of what I was accustomed to in the deep South. And you know, it's almost a novelty when you go elsewhere and you tell people you're from Mississippi. The first reaction is usually, oh, sorry. You know, no, I said, no, that's what I said. I grew up in the best place on earth. I grew up, I walked to school, you know, when I was a kid. I walked to school with my friends and had to come home when the street lights were on. It's just a fantastic place.
All right. Now the whole country knows about Columbus with this award. How does that feel to be part of the organization during this time?
Well, I had some big shoes to fill when I came into this position, and this award, like Jan mentioned, it's been a long time coming. It's not of just what's happened in the past couple of years. We've had some great achievements recently, but we've had some great achievements for the past 30 years. So it's just really great when we realize the people in Mississippi and the people in Columbus realize what a jewel we have. So it's really nice when the rest of the country realizes that as well. Mm-hmm. That we're not just being biased because we live here. It's that everybody else recognizes that too. That what a special thing we have here. Mm-hmm. And you know, I will add that because we have so much support downtown from every volunteer, every sponsor, from our city, it makes downtown a desirable place to be. Businesses want to locate here. People want to live here. And without that community support and without that sense of pride and sense of community, it'd be all for naught, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's really what makes downtown what it is.
What are some of the, maybe I guess the newest companies, just off the top of your head?
Businesses that are relocating downtown?
Industry maybe?
Well, you know, we're real fortunate too. This obviously isn't located downtown, but we have a brand new industrial park that is located 20 minutes from the heart of our downtown. Millions and billions of dollars of industry is located within a 20-minute radius of Columbus, and that, of course, there's several contributing factors, but that's a great one. And a lot of people, some of the industries that have located down here, downtown helps them make their mind up when they're looking for a place to relocate. They can come downtown and tell, hey, these people care. You know, there's a sense of community and a sense of pride here. I want my children to grow up here. I want my children to go to the school here, and I want my wife to be able to come and shop downtown. And that's a great selling factor. Yeah. If anything's empty, it doesn't stay empty for long.